Ashley Hayes.
Yes.
Hi, come on in.
Hi, nice to meet you, Ashley from EMC.
I'm Sarah, nice to meet you. Come on in.
Can I take a seat?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
How are you today?
Well, we're almost at the weekend.
Yes, I know, Fridays, gotta love them.
Yeah.
How was your Halloween?
It was good. I got 2 trick-or-treaters, which is 2 more than last year, so that was fun.
And then you get to keep all the candy for yourself.
Exactly, so I always pick something I like and
It's a win-win.
yeah, veg out on the couch.
So just to double check, we still have 10 minutes, correct?
Yeah, I have 10 minutes.
Okay, before we start, I want to give you my business card.
Great,
So that if you have any questions afterwards that maybe you didn't think of during the meeting, shoot them my way. Email me, call me anytime.
Great, thank you.
Okay? So before we start with an agenda, I'd like to ask, is there any other important decision makers that should be in on this meeting?
Honestly, I'm the only one available today, and by no means am I a decision maker, but they're all tied up off-site today, so just me and you.
That's fine. So to begin, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about EMC, and then I'd like to learn a little bit more about Franklin Savings Credit Union,
Okay.
and maybe some of the troubles that you might be facing, and maybe how we could team up and create a better business for both of us. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Perfect. So at EMC, we are a global leader in data storage for companies of all sizes. So Fortune 500s all the way down to small mom and pops. We appreciate the business of smaller businesses such as Franklin Savings Credit Union. But from what I understand, you're looking to expand. Is that
We
right?
are. I think, we've played our hand at the mom and pop shop for a number of years now, and we've afforded ourselves the opportunity to grow and expand. So we're starting with the new location in Hopkinton, and hopefully that will continue on after that.
That's fantastic. Would you mind if I took notes?
No, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Now, what kind of data storage do you currently use?
We have direct attached storage right now, so on the servers. It's what we've done forever, as long as I can remember, as long as I've been here. It's what we have. It works. We keep our head above water.
What do you like about it?
Honestly, it keeps our head above water, like I said. Our end users, for the most part, are happy with it, and that's what's most important. So, hopefully I'm doing everything right to keep the uptime there. Is it the best solution on the market? Probably not, but it's what we have, and I can't complain too much.
Now, who are your end users that you speak of?
So like our customers, for example. So at the end of the day, we're all consumers, and for our industry in particular, online banking is the latest trend. So making sure that our customers are able to, or our end users are able to log on and access their bank information at any time, day or night.
And you'd say they're very happy with it?
Oh, for the most part, hardware, it will inevitably fail at some point or another. So when that time does come, I need to leave whatever I'm doing, drop whatever I'm doing, regardless of how important it is to me, I need to get back to work and get our equipment back up and running. So is it ideal in that sense? Absolutely not.
Has that happened often?
I think if it happens once, that's too often. It certainly happened, a handful of times a year.
What were some of the consequences of that happening prior?
Yeah, I assume we had some unhappy customers, that's for sure. We have rent due on the 15th of every month, and on the 15th our server's not up and running, then that's a problem. So, it definitely affects our customers.
What would you say you're most unhappy about with your current data storage system?
I would say that's probably it, just the uptime.
Okay, so time is definitely a concern. Now, in that time that you're using to kind of recap from mishaps or data loss and things like that, what other things is that keeping you from?
Honestly, that's the bulk of my job responsibility, is just I'm on the front lines day in, day out, coping with any IT struggles that we have, but also just keeping things up and running. So, my higher ups certainly have more responsibilities than I do, but that's what I'm responsible for.
And have you ever lost data or run out of data storage space?
We've been lucky in that we haven't lost any data. Ginny takes care of all of our security features, so we're lucky in that sense. But we definitely expand. When we run out of capacity, we just add another server.
Add another server. Now, as I understand you, like you said before, you are looking to expand, and I can imagine that, when you expand, you have to add many more servers to start up that new business, and you're expecting an upflow of new customers. Are you concerned about how your data system will handle all those new customers and all that new data?
Absolutely. I'm not sure how much transparency we'll be able to have between the two sites. I don't know what that will look like. I don't have my hands or have my eyes on that roadmap yet. I'm hoping the owners of the company do. I just haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Now, when you say roadmap, what do you mean?
Just as far as whether we're going to be hiring more headcount over there or whether I'm going to need to manage both data centers, I just don't know what that's going to look like.
So there's no plan right as of now to staff that data system over in the new location?
There could be, I just don't have visibility into it.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm hearing from you is that your biggest concern is unhappy customers. We don't want our customers to be unhappy. We want them to stay with us. We want us to be happy with our business. And that's your biggest concern. You're also concerned with time, am I correct?
Oh yeah, uptime I would say in the business, yep.
And how is it costly to add another server every time you run out of data storage space?
Oh, I would imagine so. I don't know the exact figure, dollar value associated with it, but I imagine they can't be inexpensive.
Of course. Now, if I was able to present you with a product that would allow you to add new servers less often, to expand quicker, to store data quicker, build reports, and to keep your customers happy, would you be interested in something like that?
I would be, but to be honest with you, in essence of full transparency, I really have no decision-making power when it comes to this initiative. I wish I did. I wish I could sign off something for you, but I don't.
Well, hopefully, if you like what I'm planning on presenting with you, you could help me get to that higher level of authority and help me present to the decision makers. And of course, you're going to be using this technology every single day, and we want you to be happy with it, because if you're not happy with it, then obviously there's no sense in you purchasing, of course.
Okay.
So what I'd like to present to you is our VNXC. It's our newest form of data storage space, and if you wanted to take a look, yeah, that's what it looks like, of course. Now, as you're expanding to a new location, you're obviously going to have to communicate between your new IT employees as well as your older employees who are currently located in Franklin. So what I'd like to present to you is our email wizard.
Okay.
What we have is an inter-office communication feature on the VNXC. So you can easily communicate. So if there's ever an issue, you can automatically shoot an email, shoot a message to your colleagues, whether it be across the office or all the way in Franklin or Hopkinton.
Okay.
Also, you'll notice that the VNXC is very fast.
Mm-hmm.
It works fast, it stores data fast, it can retrieve and manage data a lot quicker than anything else on the market.
Okay.
So that if you ever need to retrieve data or if there's ever a malfunction, everything is done very quickly.
Okay.
As you can see here, the interface is very simple. So when you're training new employees, say in your new Hopkinton location, you'll be able to train them quicker. It's a lot like the interfaces that they see in other software today.
Okay.
And it's also very easy to navigate. So if they're ever having trouble after training.
Yeah.
They also have the community help feature.
Okay.
So they can easily ask for help, find help from 24/7 tech support. And lastly, it can build reports. So this is another thing that's going to save you time, and it's also going to help with new customer acquisition. You can also easily find where your customers are unhappiest.
Okay.
So after you find where they're unhappiness, you know what you need to work on, you know what you'll need to build so that you can maintain your customers better.
Great.
Does this sound good?
That looks very impressive, yeah.
Perfect. So what I'd love to do is set up a meeting with your supervisor, a decision maker, and I'd love to have you in on that meeting. If you want, you can keep this.
Perfect, thank you.
So that you can use that to kind of present to him or her. Now, do you know when he or she would be available next week?
Friday afternoons are usually best for everybody. Things are starting to wind down, so if you want to do Friday afternoon of next week, I think that's great.
Perfect. A week from today, probably around 1, you say?
Easy enough. Great,
Perfect.
thank you so much.